Hi there everyone. I'd like to talk a little bit about finding yourself an excellent hair restoration surgeon. Now I know there's many out there, and as you look on the internet it seems like they're everywhere. How do you decide on them? Where do you go from here? Where do you look? What kind of skill sets do they need to have? What kind of background education do they need to have? I commonly get the question in my consultation, what makes you guys better than the guys down the road? And I sat down to really think about it. What would I want in a surgeon if I was having work done on myself? And I think it comes down to really three important aspects. One is knowledge, the next is skill, and then finally experience. And I think if you kind of look at it in those regards, I think you could find yourself an excellent physician that will guide you along the way and stay with you throughout the years. Because you have to understand that hair restoration surgery, as well as hair restoration and hair prevention loss, is really a lifelong thing. It's not just a one-time and then you're done. It has to be a process, and it has to be a lifelong endeavor. And so with regards to knowledge, I believe that there's many surgeons out there that have backgrounds that they may be plastic surgeons or dermatologists, and they may not specialize in hair transplant surgery. And so I think you really need to find out, what is their focus. A lot of plastic surgeons do 20 procedures and hair transplant surgery. Dermatologists may do 1 surgery a month or 2 surgeries a month. And so you really should find a surgeon, in my opinion, that does it solely or that really heavily focuses on hair restoration surgery. I think that's at the start of the knowledge. In addition to that, you want to find out their background and understanding of it. Of course, dermatologists and plastic surgeons have an insight into that, but other surgeons have other backgrounds. And so how do you find out if they know about the practice and the procedure? One specific organization, the ABHRS, the American Board of Hair Restoration Surgery, is an excellent board certifying body that takes a look at the physician and tests them for their knowledge. There's both an oral and a written exam, and it requires many years of dedication, patient examples, before and after photos. And so I believe that having that certification is very important, and I think if you look towards those physicians, you'll find a good group of doctors that have been trained and know that. Other times there could be a fellowship program that was involved for a physician prior to work. Finally, there could be a shadowing. Physicians can shadow other hair transplant surgeons. Over the years, there's been many workshops that have been developed in different countries where physicians can learn more hands-on, and so those are also good things to look into. So that's the knowledge. They have to have the knowledge. Now the skill really comes down to, in hair transplant surgery, artistry. You have to really see photos from before and after, potentially talk to patients that have had the surgery done. So even if the physician knows how to do the job, understands the ins and outs and all of that, if their artistry or their design is off, or they don't have the vision for you, it's not going to be what you want. So I encourage to look at their before and afters online, visit with them and their consultant if they have one, and just figure out what kinds of results that they're coming up with. So really look at those to kind of get a hands down of the artistry. And finally, experience, I think, is also important. We all start from somewhere, and we have to begin at day one, but for your own transplant, you want to have the highest level of experience possible. Everyone's different. Everyone has unique facets, unique hair loss patterns, unique past histories. And so experienced physicians are able to talk with you and discuss your options, kind of take it from different angles, discuss medical treatments more efficiently and more effectively than someone with less experience. So I encourage you to find someone who's been doing it for a while and who has good results, good reviews potentially, and talk to them about potentially, what could be done as far as for their hair loss and hair restoration program. So those are all just some ideas for you to consider as you go through looking into physicians. I know there's a lot of review websites out there comparing doctors, top 10, top 100, and those are all fine and good, but I think you should really do your due diligence when you search out physicians and find out some of those other aspects which I think are critical in coming up with a good physician, and then ultimately, hopefully, a good result. Hope you wish you luck on your search, and until next time, thank you. Take care.